Good morning, guys. Rick Shaw here on the 15th of December 2021. We got some clouds over the mountain. We got kind of a mixed bag. It's kind of breezy. It wasn't super windy last night, but it's not that warm. I'm doing okay, but I could go with more of a shirt on. Sent the kids home to get their shirts. They're a little bit chilly. We got our little doggy. What's happening with her when there's a lot of people around? She just wants to bolt for home. She's shy of other people right now when we walk. So we walk her at nighttime mostly, and she'll get used to that after a while. But she's doing really good. She pooped again and got another worm out of her, dead again. So I'm real glad about that. But a couple things going on that I've just been keeping an eye out for. One of them is because my wife put it on. I didn't even know it was on anymore. But she was watching this Miss Universe or Miss World or whatever the hell the damn thing's called. But I'm watching it, guys, and I'm telling you what. A bunch of them are dudes. Take a look at them. Take a look at the hood over the eye and the squared jaw and all this stuff. Now, they get a lot of work done to fix that, but I'm telling you what. And maybe I'm getting old, something changed, I don't know, but I'll be honest with you, not too many of them were good looking to me. If you stuck them out in the province somewhere, nobody'd give them the time of day. If they was in a bar in New York City, they'd be having a tough time, and everybody'd be looking at them funny. Old Crocodile Dundee would reach down and grab them just to check, I'm sure, a lot of them. But I don't get these things, but what happens is a lot of them, it's these guys, like the little Tinkerbells, they're the ones who pick them. So they don't pick a good-looking woman because then it'll make them look uglier. So I don't think that's what's happening anymore. I don't know what it is that gets them into this thing, but I remember when I was young, there were some good-looking women in there, good-looking built. But now there are all these bony-looking things with big shoulders, and they're like accentuating the shoulders. They want you to like that crap. Now the other thing is down under. I thought of a really good idea to help those folks out. Right now, nobody's giving them a hand. It's not. So what they need to do, if you want to help this country, is they need to go down there and they can start drilling for oil. And when they find oil, I bet you they're going to find caves full of weapons of mass destruction. And then I'm sure that the U.S. would go and invade then and free those poor people. Look how they freed the heck out of Iraq. Yeah, they freed them to death. That's what they did over there. Come on. So the Australians don't need guns. They just need some oil or something. Some WMDs. I think so. All their newscasters that most of them over there seem pretty straight. But what they ought to do is just start saying, "Oh, we found some WMDs over here." I'm sure old Bitehole would get straight down there and free those people. And probably bomb them anyway, but they're having a mess down there. And that broad from New Zealand, I can't understand, these people that are up there high, and there are some sane ones. Why aren't they deposing this woman? She's obviously insane. It's like when you look at Gates and stuff. When he starts talking, he gets this giggles, and when he lies, he can't hide it. And they start doing this giggle thing, like Dr. Evil. And these people are running the show, guys. Man. And if you don't think it's coming to a town near you, I don't think they're... I honestly don't think they're even going to stop. They're stepping it up. You look at Canada just appropriated. And it's of the people's money, the taxpayer money. They just appropriated boatloads of millions of dollars to build more camps. For what? I watched a whole video on the woman in Australia. They came to her house, took her, because she was close by somebody who had it, never tested her or anything, and threw her in the quarantine camp. Tossed her in there. She was never tested while she was there, that we know of. When she was in the camp when she was doing the video, but she's not allowed to walk off her porch, and it's just so stupid. And these people are walking around with the mask like they're protecting them. I think that's they learned from way back during the trials, the Nuremberg things, that they got caught. So at least this way they got a mask on. It kind of hides them, And it's the bad guy who wears the mask, people. You watch all the old westerns. Yeah, well, good guys don't wear. Well, Lone Ranger, he kind of had that thing on. But you know, this is just getting too stupid, and it's accelerating, guys. It ain't going nowhere. They've given us a little reprieve, so everybody lays back and thinks, okay, it's going to be okay, and then gangbusters, they'll declare martial law all over the place. They're coming up with these how many crumbs varies. Come on, guys, and you're buying it. You're falling for it. But I do believe there's so many people that are asleep, and I think they're just never going to wake up. They're in a coma, and that's where they want to be. That's exactly where they want to be. They want to stay in this self-induced coma, this psychosis that's going on, and they're just not going to change. There's nothing's going to happen that way. They're going to stay asleep, and it's what they want. You know, I don't understand that. I don't understand their concept of free. I really don't. But you get a lot of these people get in. I watch Mark Dice doing the people on the street stuff out in California, and I ran into that too. It's just such ignorance abounds there, you know. And it seems to me that it's just spread. It's spread to many places, and there's people. You look at some of these channels in Australia where they're saying, hey, you know, if they don't get this thing, yeah, you should lock them up. You know, put them up against the wall. You know what I mean there, don't you? I don't want to say it, but that's what I'm seeing. I posted some stuff on Telegram of what people were writing. Now, is it trolls making this up or government thing? I'm not sure, but some people are saying if you don't get it, you should be killed. But there is a weapon of mass destruction right now, guys. There's a weapon of mass destruction that is being implemented all over the world. It's the Jabba the Hutt. I'm telling you. And everybody's falling for it. So many people. And the thing that really gets me is they're fine, they're healthy, there's nothing wrong with them. Go to the VAXX injuries over at Telegram and look at those. I put a few of them every now and again in the channel I put stuff into, and then you can go from there. You can go over there. Once you see one of them, you can join. And there's bunches of them. And these perfectly healthy people, they're fine. And then all of a sudden they get this, you know, thing going on in the ticker, and they start to get all these problems, and they're throwing clots, and they get the shakes, and they can't walk, and they say, oh crap, I got to run down and get a booster. Guys, my goodness, can't you see what the heck is going on? You can't see the writing on the wall? This is unbelievable. Just to me, it's just absolutely unbelievable that it's gone this far. But they've been doing this for a long time. In Australia, they're really pushing it. You look at where they're pushing this stuff. They're pushing it down in Australia. They disarmed most of them. And then people say, oh, we weren't disarmed, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, pretty much you were. You know, what are you going to do with a 22? Okay? And a shotgun. They don't care about those. But a lot of people were. And one of my buddies down there said, yeah, you had to keep them at a range. England, they got to keep them at a range, so they're going to push that real heavy. And then you look at Canada, the same thing. You can't really have guns like you can in the States. So they're going to push it in these places first, and then those countries will exert pressure on the U.S. They'll jump into the UN, and they'll say, we got to get in there, and they'll send the troops in. They'll send the troops on American soil to try to take the folks down. I don't think our military will do anything, but who knows? Maybe he's getting kicked out right now. You know, people who think like us, he's putting them out. So, what will our military do? No, they'll be Jabba the Hutters, and they'll fall in lockstep with their little ritualistic shave muzzles on, and they will stab you with a bayonet. Guys, morning. So this is where we're at, guys. If you don't see it, if you don't see this stuff, some people say, oh no, you're way too far, it's not going to get like that. Hey, you know, I bet you about 80, 90 years ago they were saying the same things to the people that said, watch out, get out. A lot of them got out. So this is where we're at, guys. This is 100% where we're at. So you better wake up and smell the coffee. Rick Show out.